Well, welcome everybody. We're right on time and starting tonight. This is a Zoom that is all about sharing a little bit more information about the power of peptides and what they can do for your health, for your longevity, for preventative health. And we're so excited that you guys are on here tonight. My name is Blair Critch, and we have a few amazing stories for you guys to hear tonight. We have our CEO of elliemd on here as well. And if you were invited to this Zoom tonight, it's because somebody cares about you. They want you to learn and to know more so that you can be around longer, right? So that you can be not only around, like, that's fun and everything, but we want to feel good doing it, right? One of my health goals right now at 46 is to make sure that I feel good, or if not better, in the next 10, 20 years, so that I can be able to get on the floor and play with my grandkids and enjoy my life and be active and travel and have fun, right? And so, in order to do those things, we have to know and learn about our health and make sure that we're doing things in preventative so that we don't get sick one day. So, we're so glad that you guys joined us on here tonight. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. We'll be trying to check that throughout the night, and we're going to get started. So, we're actually going to get started first tonight with our CEO and founder of elliemd, which is a telehealth concierge company that's focused on preventative health through longevity, sexual health, and weight management, with soon to come blood diagnostic kits in 2025 and then hormone replacement therapy. I partnered with this company in August because I met our amazing CEO, Hanieh Sigari, who you're going to hear from in just a second. And when I heard her heart and passion for others and for preventative health, and also just how smart she is, she's a biochemist, and her heart and passion, I just knew that I had to partner with this company. And what I was most excited about was that it fit in with my heart and passion, which is to helping people to have a life that they love and that they feel great and can really enjoy. And so it was so easy for me to say yes, especially when I heard Hanieh speak for the very first time. And a lot of us on here have been fortunate to hear her time and time again and be able to learn from her. And so I'm so thankful, Hanieh, that you're able to hop on here really quick tonight. She's super busy, but we're asking her if she can just hop on for a few minutes and share with you guys a little bit about what is elliemd, why she started this company, and a little bit of what you can expect.
Oh, thank you, Blair, and thank you all for joining us. Wow, we've got 26 people on a Monday afternoon joining us to hear about the story and the vision. Thank you. I always start with the meaning of life. Someone once told me the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. And I feel so fortunate to have found my gift, which was the passion for longevity, the inevitable aging process, and demystifying it and understanding how we can slow it down so that we can keep our friends around for as long as possible. So that vision, that passion led me down many different avenues. I started a home healthcare company. I worked in nursing homes, hospital settings, and I very soon found out, oh my gosh, you got to start at the beginning of life, not the end. That's where you could have your real impact. So here I am sharing my gift and my passion for the field of longevity with all of you guys. And peptide therapy, it's not new, but it's starting to catch some attention and some mainstream attention. It's been around for a long time. There's been doctors screaming GLP-1s for the last decade, but finally it's catching mainstream attention. And I'm so fortunate and happy and lucky, we all are, that it is. We've been seeing so many people benefit from peptide therapy, GLP-1 specifically, but not just GLP-1s, NAD and Somorelin and so many other peptides. But our goal is to partner with our brand partners in the field to raise awareness, educate, and also, make preventative medicine more accessible to the masses. I think that's how we can really drive the type of impact we want to have. Personalization, preventative healthcare, making it affordable and accessible. And it starts with all of us. We can't wait for others to advocate on our behalf. We have to do it ourselves. So here we are sharing our story. I know GLP-1s have changed my life significantly. I've lost 100 pounds. So here's another gift I want to share with as many people as possible. If it's been life-changing for me, if it's been life-changing for so many other people, and you'll hear from them on this call tonight, why not share that? And if we can share it and also help our fellow entrepreneurs in the field, why not? That's a win-win for everyone. So This is just a little gift that I'm here to share, and I think we can all benefit as a society, and that's the gift of healthcare, true healthcare. So thank you all for listening, and I do want to mention today we started distributing our kits. It's going out through our compounding pharmacies, which will give our brand even more of a personal touch because we're all about that. We're all about educating and making the Ellie brand really feel warm and as soon as the brand comes into your home, that from that first touch point, you have a wonderful experience. So as of today, our kits have started to go out, and you'll get this beautiful journal with every order. If you have customers that order the GLP-1s, I'm sorry, it's upside down. They get this beautiful booklet that guides them through their journey. They can track their progress. We throw in a measuring tape because it's not just important to lose weight, it's about the measurements, right? It's about losing fat. So we have that and a beautiful guide that we've put together to get them started, including some nutritional information and along with their syringes and care. So I'm excited to provide that and say it's starting today. And we'll continue to evolve this brand and make it beautiful and better and more impactful as we go on. So thank you all for your time and allowing me to share this with you.
Thank you so much, honey. We appreciate you. Well, we're so excited tonight because not only obviously is it important to understand like why this company was birthed, right? And the vision behind it. But it's also so great to hear from other people who are actually using some of our products and having great experience. So we're so excited tonight to have a couple different people sharing. Also, if you are on this Zoom tonight and you invited people and they're on, please say hello to them in the chat. We'd love to know who has friends on here tonight and so that we can say hi to them as well. But I'm excited for you guys to hear from Jessica Centers, who Jessica is 45. And the only reason I'm sharing her age is because she looks incredible. And I think it's so important to know our ages on here because I'm not going to lie, peptides make you age backwards. And so sometimes it's hard to know, right? How old people are. So Jessica's 45. She's a mom of two, a 16-year-old and a 10-year-old. She's a full-time busy working mom. And I'm sure a lot of you guys on here can understand that. And she desperately wanted to feel better. And especially after COVID and during this perimenopausal time. And so I'm excited for Jessica to share her story with you guys tonight because I have been able to watch firsthand and see the difference in her over the last few weeks and months. And she was brave and posted this amazing picture today, a before and after, or really, it wasn't even a before and after. It was really just your after, right? It was you looking at yourself in a mirror. And I could just tell, first of all, you looked gorgeous. But what was more important to me was you could tell how proud and how good you felt in that outfit, in those jeans, in that shirt. It's one of the things that I love right now is like I have lost 33 pounds as well, and I'll share my story in a little bit with you guys. But when I look at myself in the mirror now, I can literally just be in a tank top and jeans, and I like what I see. And I've never felt comfortable in just a tank top and jeans. And so that to me is so exciting. So Jessica, I would love if you would share with everybody a little bit about why did you get started and what have you experienced and what are you on?
Okay. All right. Hello, friends. I see a lot of familiar faces. So I see a lot of friends. So if you guys would just put in the comment like, hey, Jess, because there's so many, I have to go through different pages or like screens because we're filling up. But again, thank you guys for hopping on. And the reason why I personally reached out to you guys, inviting you to be on, was one, to show me love and support for being on here, but also because you had like reached out to me kind of asking, what is it that you're doing? And so I just wanted to be more of like a hope dealer of, that this really can change lives and impact. So a year ago, I had a friend who was posting about, peptides and GLP-1 and all of the great stuff that she was doing. And one, like I was seeing a difference in her, but she was talking about like all the other ways that she was feeling, like the feeling that she got from using it. But also I was like, man, she's looking awesome. Like she's looking really, really good. So I was privately messaging her because weight has always been like an embarrassing thing for me. Like I've never been like just a skinny girl and that could just wear anything. Always one kind of like hiding in the pictures, or like even just me looking for like before and after photos. I'm like, there's not many because I typically crop them or I'm hiding in them. Or if it's not a good angle, I'm like, oh, delete. Where, like my husband takes like 20 photos and I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm like, maybe he's not the bad photographer. Maybe I'm like bad at getting my picture taken. But I always blame it on him. Like, you don't know how to hold the camera. But like a year ago, I had a friend that was brave enough and she was just sharing about her journey, on Facebook, social media and stuff. And I was reaching out to her and was like, girl, I want a list of exactly what it is that you're doing, like everything, like what you're drinking, what you're eating, what you're taking. And she said, like, peptides, GLP-1. This is how clueless I was. I was like, is that something I get from Amazon? Like, just send me the links, like send me the links, Amazon link, whatever. So I had no idea about it. I'm not on TikTok. So when everybody was talking about like the skinny shots and all that, like I'm so far behind on like what's happening in the world because I don't have TikTok and social media, things like that. So I had no idea what she was talking about. And so when she said like GLP-1, peptides, I was like, okay, where do I get it? Is it on Amazon? She's like, oh no, I go to a med spa and I get it. Well, she like lives in Texas. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to your med spa. Yeah, you live in Texas, don't know where to get this stuff. So I was just clueless, didn't know where to go. So honestly, I just kind of sat on the sidelines, just watching her like live out her best life. And I then started hearing, it's one of those things where if you're looking for a car or something, you start like seeing it more and hearing about it more. So that's kind of what was happening, where I was like, oh, okay, so there's a thing called GLP-1, they're called peptides. So then I started seeing more things through like advertisement and just, on social media and things like that. And so, but again, I still didn't know where to go. So fast forward a little bit, like, I don't know if it was like, post-COVID, age, premenopause, it's like everything just kind of hit me all at once. And so not only are we talking about like the outer appearance of like the scale was creeping up, because again, like my weight has always been a roller coaster ride, like where like I gain it really quickly, but I could lose it. So like prom's coming up. All right, I'm just gonna like do the starvation diet kind of a thing, eat some rice cakes, type whatever happened in the 90s, whatever fad we were following, to like lose some weight, drop, what I needed to get into the prom dress. But then like the moment that I ate a normal meal again, like it all came right back. So the weight always went up and down. But especially now, it was like harder for me to see the scale going down. It was like, if anything, it was like I was having to work really hard to just maintain a not happy, healthy weight, that I wasn't happy with. But the biggest thing for me was like, I hated the way I was feeling, like, yes, the outer appearance that mattered to me, but it was more about the way I was feeling. Like, I was just always feeling tired, like more irritable, in a bad mood, the energy level. And I, like, for my friends and people that know me on here, like, I'm a very much like, all right, let's make a list of 20 things to do. And my husband's like, all right, we got like 2 hours. I'm like, yep, we can knock it out. But like, I even was like, I can't even like focus to make to-do lists, let alone like accomplish all the things that I'm like a high achiever. So like, it's like a game to me to like cross things off of the list. So I couldn't even like focus. I didn't have the energy and I didn't have that drive, to accomplish everything. So I didn't like the way I was feeling. So that was really what was pushing me over the edge, because not only that, it was like, I want to be the fun mom. I want to be completely present in my kids' lives and my husband. Like, I love my life. And I want to be like a player out on the field and like enjoying it, not like the one sitting on the sidelines, tired and exhausted. And that's kind of what I felt like. We were doing like fun family events and things like that. And I was just like sitting on the sidelines because I was too tired to participate. So that was like, that's my number one thing. And like, not to get into like, husband wife stuff, but like even just at the end of the night, I was like too tired. Like, I was too tired to work out, too tired for any fun. I like tired, when the kids are like, let's do something, I'm like, let's watch a movie and snuggle instead. Like, I wanted to really be more involved. So that's my biggest thing. So I started searching, where I'm like, okay, I've been learning about the peptides thing. I still don't know how to get my hands on them. So I was going to the doctor and things like that, even having blood work done, because I'm like, there has to be something really wrong with me. And everything was always coming back normal. And they were just kind of writing off like, congratulations, you're getting old, premenopausal, all that stuff. Because am like starting to get like the night sweats and things like that. So they just were checking the boxes of like, you're old, premenopausal, all that. And I have to say, after starting the GLP-1, like night sweats are gone, which is great. Because if you haven't started night sweats yet, consider yourself lucky because it's disgusting. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night and have to change my shirt because it looked and felt like I jumped into a pool. So haven't had that experience. So that's great. But after going to the doctor, it was like they were just kind of like saying, it sounds like you have long-term COVID. They're like, it's something that is like we know as a medical thing, but we don't know how to solve it. So they were even wanting to send me to like Cleveland Clinic to have more tests and stuff done. And I was like, okay, I have heard peptides will help with this. So that was my biggest thing is looking for the solution. So I just, again, didn't want to sleepwalk through life. And so I had a friend, Ambra, that reached out to me and was like, hey, and shared elliemd. And I was like, oh my goodness, you don't have to sell me on anything because I have been looking for this. Like, this is what I've been looking for because I didn't know how to get my hands on it. Like, doctors wouldn't give it to me. I didn't know what med spas to go to. Obviously, you don't order it on Amazon. So as soon as she told me about it, it was like I knew, like, and trusted. And I was like, that was something really important is I just didn't want to order it just off of some Facebook ad or something like that. Cause I was like, I want to make sure I know where it's coming from. I don't want to be like a mom and pop shop or, some shady thing. I want to know it's high quality ingredients. So when elliemd was introduced to me, I was like, score. Like I now know how to get it. Easy link like Amazon. It's super convenient where, the doctor, everybody, like they're the ones that review everything and it's shipped directly to my doorstep. So that was like a win-win, didn't have to like be sold anything. And immediately I could feel a difference. And that was like the big win right there. I was just like, I feel better. I have the energy, I have the clarity, like better mood, all of that stuff. So fast forward to now, it's been 3 months. Like the outer appearance has completely been a game changer. That's like a bonus to me. That's like icing on the cupcake. Because again, I don't care if I'm a size 0, supermodel. I don't know. That would probably be awesome to be like that, but totally confident in your skin. But like, if you look that way, but you still feel like crap, and I'm still not a good, happy mom, and I'm still not being the best wife, then it doesn't matter what I look like on the outside if it's not on the inside. So for me, that's just been like the icing on the cake of like just giving that extra confidence because I've always been one to like look at other women and girls like, man, that's a cute outfit. Or, when I would go to concerts and stuff, like, I wish I could like rock something like that. So it's just good to feel better. I'm talking like, I don't even like to wear shorts. So it gets hot here in the summer. My son plays baseball and I would wear like pants still until it was like dying, have to wear shorts. Because I just never felt comfortable. And so now I'm looking forward to summer. I'm looking forward to like being able to wear shorts and things like that. But again, like my biggest thing of why, because it's so hush hush, I feel like there is, like the bad rap around this, like it's cheating, it's this, it's that. But like the more I've learned of like not only just the helping you lose weight, but like the benefits that I feel is incredible, but also the long term, like what I could be preventing and helping for my future self. I don't want to be a mom, grandma that's watching Jeopardy. I want to be involved with my kids and live a long, healthy life. So now I'm like, I want to share this with everybody because there could be other people that feel the way I feel, the way I felt, and didn't feel that there was a solution or an answer. And I'm so thankful for my one friend that was brave enough a year ago to be posting about it. But now I'm like, not only am I posting and sharing about it, but I also have like an answer of like, here's where you can go. It's not on Amazon, but here I can show
Jessica,
you
how long have you been on your GLP-1 now?
exactly 3 months.
Exactly 3 months. Okay, awesome. Will you tell us exactly how much weight you've lost?
I have lost probably close to 25 pounds now.
Okay. So you've gotten rid of your hot flashes, your night sweats, you're feeling better, you've lost that weight. Anything else that you've noticed since you've been on it?
Even when I went to go get my hair done, she was like, your hair, like it looks healthier. Like, what are you using? What are you doing? And at first I was like, I don't know. But then when I went back like later, like 3 or 5 weeks later, because I have gray hair, she was like, girl, like you didn't have to come in as quickly as you typically do. And I was like, because the grays aren't growing in. She was like, they're not. Like,
Yeah.
so even like hair and things like that, I've noticed a difference. But I am going to be adding NAD plus. I just ordered that. So that I will start this week. So I'll start sharing that as well, where I know you'll talk more
Absolutely.
about that, but
Yeah,
for
we'll talk about that tonight for sure. Oh,
Exciting.
awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing. I'm so glad that you're brave and that you shared that picture and that you're going to start sharing more so that other people can learn from you. Because one of the biggest things that Jessica just shared that I really want to highlight, and it's one of the reasons why I fell in love with Hanieh when I first met her, our CEO, is because this is making this accessible to everybody in the United States. And that is what's so important to know that you're getting a product that's at high efficacy. You know it's done at the right compound pharmacies. You're getting it through a telehealth doctor that's giving you the approval after looking through your information, and then you're able to get it from the comfort of your own home. The product gets shipped to you. You are doing your own injections at your own house, and that is huge because not only does it give availability, like Jessica says, so you know where to get it, and you know that you're getting it from a great place, but you're also able to have more time with your family instead of having to go to a med spa every week or having to go to your doctor's office every week. So thank you so much, Jessica. Our next person who's going to be sharing tonight is Ambra, and that's who Jessica was just saying actually introduced her as well. She had already heard about it from one of her friends, but then Amber reached out to her and shared. And Amber is actually 40 years old, so she's a little bit younger than Jessica and I, but she's a mom of four who has really dedicated her life to helping others, first through the healthcare field and now being a stay-at-home mom with her kids. And she knew that as she was turning 40, she really wanted to focus on her health and make sure that she was doing the things that she needed to for her family so that she can show up just exactly like what you heard Jessica talk about. So, Amber, will you share your story with us?
Absolutely. Thank you, Blair. And Jess, I just want to say I loved hearing your story again, and I love being on this journey with you, girl. You look amazing. And I know you love feeling good too. So, like Blair said, I'm 40, and my goal was to get healthy, look good, feel good by the age of 40. And I had heard, just like Jess, I had heard people talk about peptides and actually had never heard the word GLP-1 until my girlfriend Kelly had reached out to me and she shared GLP-1 with me. And she just told me all the different benefits. And so, coming from the healthcare world, I took the information that my good friend had shared with me and I just reached out to a ton of my old providers. And I said, hey, what are your thoughts on peptides? What are your thoughts on GLP-1s? Every single one of them had something positive to say about the peptides. And more than half of them are actually on the GLP-1s. And so they were telling me their story and how wonderful it was. And they're like, you should totally do it. So I decided to jump on board. Why not? Let's do this. And over time, I'm with Jess. We've been doing it about the same amount of time. I started noticing a big one for me was my inflammation. I had lost some weight prior to getting on the GLP-1s, but I kind of stalled and actually noticed some weight coming back on. And I'm like, wait a minute, why? I'm doing the same thing. Why am I putting on a few extra pounds? And it was just, I think I'm in that season, like hormonal things are going on. And so with that, I noticed the inflammation. That was a big thing for me. I loved seeing it in my face that it was puffy before and it's not puffy now. I love the weight loss. I love the way I feel. Some people talk about, oh, are you gonna feel terrible on these things? I have not. I've had a great experience. I love the way I feel, and I don't even take that much. And so I have enjoyed my journey. I don't want to repeat some of the stuff that Jess said, but very similar to her. And, prior to this, I had tried everything, and some things would work and then it wouldn't work, or some things would not work at all. And so I felt confident in trying the GLP-1s. I'm so thankful I did. I am so passionate about it. I feel like I'm just like Jess. I want to share with everyone. It's now a part of who I am. And if I can feel this good, why would I not want people I love and care about to feel this good as well? So that's who I am. I'm passionate about it, and I just want to share it with the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ambra, for sharing tonight. And one of my favorite things about these products is how much they can change you, not just physically, but also on the inside, right? And so my journey actually started in 2020, 2021 during COVID. I actually found out I had ovarian cancer and I had to have 6 rounds of chemotherapy, 2 surgeries. And during that time, obviously, I was stuck at home because it was COVID and my immune system was down. And so I decided to take that 8 months of really being stuck at home and I was going to do everything I could to learn about preventative health. And I have a PALB2 gene, which is one of the cancer gene markers, and my dad has it and my aunt has it, which means my boys, I have 2 boys, have a 50% chance of having that cancer marker as well. And so I wanted to learn what could I do to teach them and help them because I changed everything when I got cancer. I went plant-based. I changed how I do lymphatic work every day. I do nervous system regulation. I changed everything, my stress levels, what the things that are in our environment, right? I did all kinds of things, but I know that 2 teenage boys are not going to be changing all those things. And so what could they do to help prevent? And so, oh, look, Honey's got her little boy. And so for me, it was really important that I learned so that I could teach my boys. And one of the things that kept coming up over and over again were peptides. And so I started researching and learning more about peptides, and I started working with a functional PA because I wanted to take care of my whole body, a holistic approach to my health. And I started working with herbs and supplements until my oncologist gave me the okay. Now, as soon as I was done with my cancer, I was immediately thrown into medical menopause. And if anybody in here is in menopause, you know there's all kinds of crazy symptoms. Yes, you hear about hot flashes. Yes, you hear about irritability and anxiety sometimes from people. Yes, you hear about sleepless nights and night sweats. But what you might not know if you haven't gone through it yet, or maybe you're going through it and you didn't even know this is from your menopause, is things like frozen shoulder or hip pain or itchy skin, itchy ears, running into things, you not being able to see the same way you used to, like your eyes get fuzzy, your mental clarity is gone. You have to like make post-it notes for everything. You can't remember anything anymore. Also, like, let's be honest, your sexual desires change. You're not really into that stuff anymore. Everything everybody says is super annoying. There's like all these crazy things that happen during menopause. And if you name a symptom, I had it. And so the very first thing that my oncologist, when he gave me the all clear, I said, I want to start on NAD first. And NAD is a peptide that we all already have actually in our body. Much like collagen, we lose it every single year. And once you're 30, you've already lost half of it. And our NAD inside of us is actually something that feeds our cells. It helps with cellular regeneration. It helps with our mitochondria. It's really important for our body. And it's why we start to age really quickly, starting in our mid 30s, right? So I got started on NAD. My first 2 injections, after the second, I noticed that I didn't have 15 hot flashes that day. I only had 2. I noticed the next morning that I had not woken up 5 times in the middle of the night. I was like, man, if this is all that I get from it, that's amazing. But then what started to happen was I had this horrible pain in my foot and in my hip. It went away completely and has not come back. That was since May of 2023. Then I started noticing at the end of the 3rd week that my skin was looking different. I was starting to lose some hair at the top of my head. This happens to women during perimenopause and menopause. Our hair starts to thin. It was getting thicker. I saw these baby hairs growing. I was so excited because my skin was looking better. My pores were looking smaller. My skin was more vibrant and shiny again instead of being dry. I was noticing that the cellulite on my skin and that crepey skin were going away. And I also noticed that I felt better. I wasn't irritated at every little thing that my boys and my husband said. That anxiety that I was feeling was starting to go away. And I was so excited, but I still had this weight. I lost a lot of weight during, obviously, my cancer. It's something that sometimes happens. And I was trying really hard to keep that weight off and keep myself healthy and strong. And I was just gaining and gaining and gaining, even though I was eating plant-based, exercising every day, doing everything you're supposed to do. I was gaining weight and it was so frustrating. So I said to my functional PA, the next thing we need to do is lose this weight. And my cholesterol was creeping up really high. And so I started on GLP-1. I actually started on semaglutide in June of 2023. And within 6 months, I lost 33 pounds. I felt incredible. I just felt like even my face that used to be so puffy, even when I was a size 2, my face was always puffy. That went away. It started noticing my body looked different. I felt stronger. And here's the crazy thing. I wanted to eat better. I wanted to exercise. I don't know if it was because I was looking better in my exercise clothes. And so like I actually wanted to go work out, or if it was because I actually was just like craving that, getting active again. But it completely changed my view on food, my view on exercise. Now I eat to fuel my body. I used to always play mind games about food. It would be like, okay, I'm going to eat this, but then tomorrow I'm only going to eat that. Or I'm going to eat this tonight and tomorrow I'm going to start this diet. I was constantly doing these little games. I didn't even realize how much brain space that was taking up. That's the food noise that sometimes you hear people talking about that goes away. And so at the end, or at the end of that 6 months when I lost the 33 pounds, I was like, oh, good, it's January. I'm stopping. I'm happy at my weight. I don't need this anymore. Well, guess what? I didn't feel as good. I noticed that I just felt kind of not as happy. I noticed that I was a little bit more lethargic. And so I said to my functional PA, I'm not feeling as good. And she said, well, don't stop. GLP-1 is great for you. It's reducing all the inflammation in your body. And by the way, I had proof. So I get blood work done every 4 months because of being a cancer survivor. My inflammation markers get checked. And so I have now had 5 rounds of blood work done since I started on these peptides. And I can see my markers. When I got cancer, it was 168. Afterwards, it was 20 to 25. Since I've been on these products, it's 7 or 8. And that's so exciting. And so when people would ask me last year, what are you doing? I would refer them to my functional PA here in Palm Beach, Florida. Well, if they didn't live in Florida, they couldn't meet with her. And if they couldn't find somebody in their area, or maybe it was extremely expensive, I'll be honest with you guys, I was spending close to $2,000 a month. And when I was introduced to Hanieh Sigari and elliemd, I switched all of my prescriptions over to here. And guess what? I saved myself a third of what I was spending. It was unbelievable. And guess what? The very first product that came in, exact same compound pharmacy that I was getting from my functional PA. And it was shocking. I was like, wow, I already know this is a great quality product. I've already been getting stuff from this compound pharmacy. And when I made my switch over, and I still feel incredible. And I still take these products, and I'm so thankful for them. And now I've been able to incorporate even more products that were not available to me when I was working with that particular functional PA. So now I actually added in recently Samorelin, which is an HGH, and that peptide helps me to gain more muscle. Like I already have I do lymphatic massage every other week for my cancer, post-cancer. And I was getting, she was rubbing on my stomach and she's like, Blair, your ab muscles are amazing. What new workout are you doing? I'm like, the only thing I have changed is Samorelin. So I'm so excited about that, because as we do get through menopause, you lose some muscle. You also, bone density becomes an issue, and it's really important that you're gaining back that muscle. So I have been so thankful for these peptides. I've been even more thankful for this community, because when you order with elliemd, you don't just get your product, you actually get 5 things. You get your product, you get a telehealth doctor that decides if this is right for you or not based on your medical background. You get a 24/7 medical care hotline in case you have any issues or want to talk to a medical staff. You also get your shipping included in the price, which is overnighted on ice. So you can imagine how expensive that is. And you also get a community of people that want to help you, that are here to help you, that are here to inspire you, to answer questions for you. And we also have an amazing educational series every Thursday night that elliemd puts on with different people like nutritionists, personal trainers, doctors, all kinds of amazing people. And so all of this is available to you with the price of your product. And that was mind blowing to me, because I was not getting any of that. I was literally, once every 4 months going into the doctor's office to get my next round of prescriptions, but no assistance like that. And so that is really exciting. So if you're on here tonight and you're like, I am ready to feel better, I want to be feeling better, first get with the person who invited you. They will share with you a link so that you can get started. You simply go to our site. You pick out the product that's best for you, whether it's a longevity category, weight management category, or sexual health, which, by the way, that's another product I take, PT141, best sexual health product I've ever tried. The last 2 years of being post cancer and being through menopause, Let me just tell you something. It messes with you. And I have been so thankful to be on this product, PT141, and it's completely changed. And guess what? Like, I'm 46, I'm still young. My husband and I like to have fun. So to be able to have something that's actually helping me in that area is amazing. And so you pick out the product that's right for you. You fill out the telehealth questionnaire for the doctor. And then once you get approved, your product goes to that compound pharmacy and it will be shipped directly to you in your own house. And you'll have the support and help of that medical care hotline, but also the person who invited you here tonight to be there to support you, to cheer you on, and to be excited with you. And the other really cool thing is if you order, you love it, and you decide, oh, I'll say that in a second, honey. I see what you just posted. And if you're like, wow, I'm really loving this and I want to share it with others, and they're asking me where I'm getting these products, because that's what's going to happen, right? People start to notice. I mean, it was happening to me left, right, and center this last year. And I really didn't have anywhere to refer people to if they weren't local to me. But you also have a business opportunity here. So if you're interested in that, there is a two-part business opportunity here. We have an affiliate plus where you can earn 20 to 40% commission off what you sell. And we also have the side of where you can build a team as well and help other people to build a business here and be able to earn residual income off of that. So the opportunity is endless, but more importantly, we're here to help serve people and to help them to feel their best. Because when you feel your best, you show up better. And when you show up better, that impacts others. And I always go back to that movie, Pay It Forward, because that's what this is like. If I can help one mom to feel better, then she is showing up better for her kids. If she's married, she's showing up better for her spouse. If she works, she's showing up better at work, and she's showing up better in her community, and that's impacting lives of others. And then those people go on and they help others. And that's what we're all here to do. So get back with the person who invited you tonight. We also have an amazing educational series that I was talking about a second ago on Thursday nights. This Thursday, it's going to be amazing. We actually have Susan Bratton, who's going to be talking about PT141, that sexual health product that I was just talking about, and longevity. So you're not going to want to miss that one. If you were like, and by the way, PT141 is not just for women; it's for men and women. Obviously, I'm just sharing my own personal experience, but we'd love to have you back on there. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask the person who invited you tonight. If they don't know the answer, they'll connect you with one of us who does. We'll get you the answers that you're asking, and we'll make sure we help you every step of the way. So thank you so much to Hanieh, our CEO, for being on here tonight and sharing. I know your time is precious. Thank you so much to Ambra and to Jessica for sharing your amazing stories and for being willing to put yourself out there to help other people. We really appreciate you. So have a great night, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll have another one of these next Monday. Please invite back other people to join us. If you heard something that you were like, I really want my sister, my cousin, my best friend, my work bestie to hear this, please invite them back. It's every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We'd love to have you. Good night.